Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center. Here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayflight SLX 212 QB travel trailer. I'm here to give you a walk through it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by arriving at the campsite. First thing you want to pay attention to is where your gas and electricity are. They're on your off camp side, which would be your driver's side, to the rear of the unit, not quite all the way at the back. So you want to park accordingly so that your power cord and your water hose will be able to reach comfortably. Once you've parked your unit, you unhook your hitch. First thing you want to do is stabilize your unit. At the front of your unit, you have a power tongue jack. This is a docking light. And this is to bring your unit down or up. Should you not have power, there is a manual override with a jack that'll bring this up and down. Also at the front of your unit is your propane. Turn lefty to open, of course, righty tighty. And this is your regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you're using. And of course, when you arrive at the campsite, check your battery, make sure your posts are still connected. Once you have your unit level, the next thing you're going to want to do is stabilize it. Let me pull this jack out. This is your manual override jack for the power tongue jack. And this is your jack for your stabilizing jacks. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So once you have your unit level by using your power tongue jack, you're going to bring down these stabilizing jacks. Turn right to bring it down. What you want to do is either use this hand crank or get a 3/4 inch socket driver for the end of an impact driver or power drill. Bring your jack down just until it's taut. Now I recommend jack pads you can purchase from our store. You do get a 10% coupon off that day. It's actually good for 30 days after your purchase. So get some jack pads and put them down. It'll help protect your pads, keep the unit from, or it'll help protect your leveling jacks. It'll keep the unit from sinking, and it'll keep hot tar from getting onto your level jacks. So once you have all 4 jacks down, your unit's level, it's been stabilized. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our gas and water. So on your off camp side, you have your city water connect. We'll start with the water. At the end of your hose, you're going to want to put this water pressure regulator. This is going to reduce the pressure to 40 to 50 psi. You don't know what the pressure is coming from the camp. You want to protect your lines inside, so use this water pressure regulator. Simply attach this to the end of your hose and plug it in. Now before you turn on your water, come to the rear of your unit and look at your hot water heater. At the bottom is a plug. Make sure that plug is in, then you can turn on your water. Once you think the water is full, you can simply pull on this release valve. That's going to release air, and then water will start coming out here. Once water comes out here, you know that your hot water tank is full and that it's okay to be lit. I'll show you how to light it when we get to the inside. If you go into a campsite that does not have city water, you want to use potable water to fill up before you go, or fill up along the way, and sometimes you can fill up at the campsite. They have a hose up front, but no city water connections. Simply fill your potable water tank. Then you'll want to use your water pump. Turn on your water pump inside. Only use the water pump if you're using potable water. Do not use it when you're hooked up to the city water connect. Once you have all of your water hooked up, you're going to hook up your electricity. Now, instead of a separate cord, your cord is conveniently stored just above your tires to the rear. Pull this long cord out, plug it into a 30 amp. Now, you do have in your convenience pack an amperage reducer. Should you want to plug in at home or anywhere else a 110 is used, you can use this 110 adapter. Your power's hooked up, your water's hooked up. Now we're going to talk about a few other things outside the unit. Just above your hot water heater is your cable and satellite hookup. This little silver thing that says hot, 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 hot all over it is your furnace release, heat release. So remember, that does get hot, 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 so steer clear of it. Your low point drain, which we'll use when we're leaving. Black tank flush, that's potable water, excuse me. Your electricity, outdoor shower. City water connect. Black tank flush, we'll talk about using that when we dump our tanks when we're leaving. To the front of the unit is your pass-through storage, accessible from under the bed. Discussed everything on the front. Again, that same pass-through storage on your campsite. Hitch already to be hooked up. You also have indoor-outdoor speakers. You have small speakers at the end of your awning. I'll run that awning out in a moment. Also on the outside of the unit over here, you have a 110 cable hookup, and this is for a TV mount. There is your hood vent for your microwave, your big windows, spare tire with a cover, and your ladder. Don't forget to go up and check your seams a couple times a year. Make sure they're not cracking. Simply caulk them. Now let's go inside the unit. Before we do, let's talk about your awning. To the left of the unit, as soon as you come in, here's your lights. Here's your awning slide. I'm going to run it out one time to show you how far to run these awnings out. Simply put out. Your awning's going to slide out. It's going to get a little noisy as the tractor driver walks by or drives by. So you don't want to run that awning out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees. That's as far as you want to go with it. And simply to return it, just press in. Turn some lights here. Also, to the left of your awning is a reader and your power for turning on your hot water heater. Now, here's your water pump. Turn this on if you're using potable water. Here's your water heater if you're running off gas, if you're running off electricity. This is the start to your water heater on whichever you use. Check your tanks, your battery, your fresh black and gray tanks. A 110 above that. Just to the door, inside the doorway is your fire extinguisher. And also your propane and carbon monoxide detector. Now remember, this is a 12-volt carbon monoxide detector, which means it's constantly running off your battery, plugged in or not. If you're plugged in, your battery will be charging. But remember, if you're going to be gone for the day and you don't need to use this CO and you're not plugged in, unhook your battery. Just take one of the posts and unhook it Otherwise, this carbon monoxide detector will run your battery down. Coming inside the unit. Got some more lights here. Let's talk about your stove. So you have an igniter on the left. Flip back your backsplash. Turn on your panel lights if you want. Turn this to light. Turn that over and you're lit. Very simple. Self-explanatory microwave. You do have your IRV technology sound system. 6 presets, AM, FM disc, Bluetooth compatible. There's a charging station, USB port, auxiliary. And then an area should you choose to mount a TV. Right here is your fire extinguisher. Excuse me, your smoke alarm. A 110 at the back of the unit. So you already know how to jackknife your bed. Jackknife the sofa down to a bed. Lift it back up. Underneath, furnace access, water pump access. Put that back up. Let's talk about your fridge. At the top of your fridge, here's where you turn it on. You can set your levels. We're not plugged in right now. Night mode. In between your fridge and the bathroom door is your thermostat. You can control your auto, your air, your heat, everything from there. Let's talk about one thing in your bathroom. You do have a 110 with GFI here. We'll mention in the bathroom that you do have plumbing coming behind your toilet. Recommend just looking at them lines. Keeping an eye on them as you're traveling out and about. This is an access panel to the back of your tub. Coming to the bed, you do have this big storage underneath that's accessible from outdoors as well. A TV prep, mount for a TV. This mount is convenient. You get a TV for this, all you have to do is unhook it here, walk it outside, and it snaps right on there. So if you get a TV for that, it's convenient. You don't have to buy an extra TV to put outside. Simply just snaps on. This is wired for solar. Should you choose to get solar panels, you can hook up solar to it. 110 and light control next to the bed. Individual one-touch lighting up here. And 110 next to the bed on the other side. It is wired for a backup camera, should you choose to get one. And let's find a fuse box here underneath the fridge. Is access to your fuse box. Looks like you have some 15s, 30s, 40s in there. There's your breaker box as well and a fan to keep it cool. I recommend having a handful of fuses with you when you go. Furnace duct. That covers everything on the inside. Now we're getting ready to leave the campsite. First thing you want to do is unhook your water. After you've unhooked your water, same thing, come over here, release the air pressure till you see water coming out, and then remove this drain plug for your hot water heater. After you've removed that drain plug, come over here to the low point drain and open that up and dump that. That's going to dump all of your water tanks. You're going to hook your electricity, dump your water, bring up your stabilizing jacks, hook back up, pull up to the front of the campsite, and we are at the dump station. You have other low point drains here as well to drain your hot and cold water out. So 3 places to drain water: your 2 low point drains and your hot water heater. The water's all empty. Now we're going to dump. In your convenience pack is a sewage hose. Simply remove that cap, hook the sewage hose on, put the other end in their dump station. First thing you want to do is pull your black tank. After you pull that black handle and it sounds like everything's done running through there, you can take a hose that they have at the dump station. Again, hook up your water pressure regulator. And we're going to use the black tank flush. Now make sure that your black tank is left open when you start running this water. Go ahead and run the water for about 5 minutes. That's going to run a sprayer inside your black tank and spray out all that gunk. After about 5 minutes, unhook it, unhook your water, close your black, come back here and pull your gray. Your gray is going to be your sink and shower waters. It's going to be a cleaner waters. Once that's done finished dumping, that's going to clean out your hose a little better. Simply take your hose, come to the back of the unit, and store it in the bumper. No need to smell it in your unit when you can keep it right in there. That about covers everything. Again, thank you for your purchase. Thank you for putting your trust in TradeWinds. Hope you have a great camping season, many years with this trailer. Happy camping.